machine is for handling the metals or any other rigid materials. And also these tools can facilitate cutting, grinding, shearing, and other forms of deformations. Normally, these tools are used in metals as well as it can be used in wood particles also. And it is basically used for general purposes like cutting, grinding, and also we can use tools for measuring purpose. And then for other purpose also we can use tools. Today's practical objective is to gain the basic knowledge regarding the basic main tools and their specific function. And I want to inform you, in between the lectures, I will share one quiz. You all need to answer. Okay? Hello?
Okay.
Okay. Now let's see about the list of machine tools. Some tools are hacksaw, and basically this practically just the demonstration. I will display you some pictures of these machine tools and you just sketch those things, and there are not beyond those sketching. Only the purpose of this lecture is to demonstrate the various types of machine tools. And some list of machine tools are hacksaw, double wrench, calipers, and we will see the purpose of these tools in detail in upcoming slides. Okay, let's start with now. Okay. The hacksaw. The hacksaw, you all know, it is basically used to cut things. We use them to cut the plastic as well. Next tool is handsaw, and these handsaws are having several parts like handles, sheet, blade, toe, and this one is the back part of the handsaw. And you all know these handsaw are basically used to cut the wood particles in different shapes and sizes. Okay, the next tool is adjustable wrench. And this one, normally you can see here, a fixed jaw is there, and the other one is adjustable jaw, and this one is a worm screw. This one used to adjust the distance in between the fixed jaw and adjustable jaw. Based on the size of nut or bolt, you can change the size or change the diameter in between the fixed jaw and adjustable jaw. And what do you mean by fasteners? Do anyone know? Did you heard this term before? Fasteners. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Normally, the fastening is the term we use in fastening is parts of machine. For example, we are utilizing nut and bolt for joining the two metal particles or to join two different tools. Apart from nuts, we are utilizing nails. Nails in purpose we are utilizing for wooden particles. And the other one we use rivets. And we can say welding also one of the fastening process in machine. Based on the fastening, we can classify it into three major parts. They are the temporary fastening. In temporary fastening, we can able to join and de-join the two different metallic parts or metallic tools. For temporary fastening, we are utilizing nut and bolt. And in case of semi-permanent fastening, we are utilizing the rivet. In case if we want to remove that fastening or the joint, we want to break that rivet. And after that, that particular machine or particular part, it cannot be utilized for further purpose. That is semi-permanent fastening. And in case of permanent fastening, we are utilizing the welding. Once two metal particles weld together, it's very hard for us to remove those. We want to cut it. Cut the in between metallic parts. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then. The next tool is caliper. Caliper, normally there are two types of calipers. One are internal caliper and other one is external caliper. One is mainly used to measure the dimension of the object. In case of calipers, we can't directly measure. Just we can point out the length, and by help of any measuring equipment only, we can get the value of that measure. The other one is nose pliers, and this one normally objects. And also this one utilized in holding wires, and also it works involving the smaller gauge wires. Normally these nose pliers are used to hold the small objects. And you all know this one. This one is a standard pliers. This one normally used to hold the metal or any wires in grip position. And also this one used to tighten, loosen the fasteners. Say for example, the nuts, we can utilize the standard pliers to tighten or loosen the nut. And also we can use for cutting purpose. And in between the jaws, you can. And the other one is lock pliers. You can see a curved jaw. Normally, this one is utilized to hold the pipes. And also this one facilitates to hold the object without crushing. So we are utilizing the lock pliers normally for pipe joints. And the other one is cutting plier. This one used to cut the wires or any other small pins in an area that cannot be reached by the cutting tools. This one is basically a small tool and used to cut the wires or any other metallic wires in an area where large cutting tools cannot be used. And the other one is interlock pliers, and this one is used where more torque means the high rotation or high movement. You would have studied that the flywheel. What's the purpose of flywheel? Can anybody answer this? What's the purpose of flywheel in engine? Flywheel basically used in power transmission, and since it is in large size and with more weight, it reduces the torque where the crankshaft torque produced by the rotation of the crankshaft. That's why flywheel are used in large size. Okay. And the other one is snippers, and this one normally used to cut and rotate metallic wires and small pin in area where cannot be. This one also same as the cutting plier. Cutting plier normally used to cut the wires or the metallic wire, and the same process is done by the snippers as well. And you all know this one micro caliper. This one normally used to measure the diameter. For example, if you are going to or bold, you want to define the diameter. So this one normally used to measure the diameter and thickness. Drillers, you all know that it used to make a hole in either metal or in wood, which can facilitate to drive in the fasteners. For example, the screws. Screws also a type of fasteners. This one facilitate to drive in the fasteners into the metal or wood. And center punch normally used to make a hole by since the tip is very sharp in nature. This one is used to make a hole in hard surface as well. And the other one is file. This file is normally used to smoothen the surface by removing a particular amounts of material from a workplace. This one can be either utilized in wood as well as metals. And there are three types of files. One is flat, the other one is triangular, and other one is circular or round. In case of triangular, this one is used to smoothen the angle. Say for example, if you are having a right angle, you can see a corner there. So these triangular files are used to smoothen that particular angle. And the other one is round files. And this one is used to make a smooth surface in a circular groove. Shall we draw the figures from the beginning? Are you drawing? Hello?
Okay.
Can you draw the figures?
Okay, ma'am.
Once you finish, please let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
Just sketch the figures.
Yes, ma'am.
Once you finish, please let me know. Then I can change the slides. We'll continue with the rest. I think we have stopped here. And the next tool is tester. This one is utilized in measuring a variety of electrical parameters from current and voltage to resist and continued and beyond that. And you all know this one normally used to test whether there is a current or any other electricity passing through a particular point of socket. And the other one is claw hammer. There are two types of hammers. One is claw hammer and the other one is ball peen hammer. The major difference between these two hammers are based on the purpose and their design. Say for example, in case of claw hammer, the one face is flattered one and the other face is claw. Claw means there is a cleavage in between two parts, normally like a bird leg. Bird leg also we are saying as claw, no? So this one is utilized to insert or pound nails into the wood and to extract the nails out of wood. The main purpose is to insert the nail and extract the nail from the wood. And in case of ball peen hammer, the one face is flattered one and the other face is a peen. That means a round shape, a half circle like. The other face is like a half circle or half hemisphere. And this one is normally utilized. That means the peening face is normally utilized to shape the metals. Say for example, shaping the metals in round shape. Other one is coupling spanner. This one you utilize to prevent the rotational movement. That means it utilized in holding the spanner nut in a fixed form, fixed nature, and it's allowing the axial movement to prevent the rotational movement. That means it just allowed to penetrate, not to move other side. The other one is flux panel. This one normally utilized to remove the spark plug in the engine. And it consists of two parts. One is handle, the other one is head. And these are some other types of spanners. One is ring spanner, open spanner, and this one is combined of ring and open spanner. This one also, the spanners are also normally utilized to rotate the fasteners. Say for example, the nuts and bolt and keep them to tight or remove from the particular metals or particular tools. Then the other one is internal caliper, and this one is utilized to measure the internal size of an object. And the other one is rivet gun. Rivet, as I said earlier, we are utilizing the rivet for semi-permanent fastening. And this rivet gun is utilized to drive the rivet into the metals or into that particular fastening point. Then the other one is Allen key, and this one is normally used used to tighten or loosen the screw with hexagonal socket. There are different types of screws. Say, for example, flat screws having one cleavage, and the other one is the hexagonal sockets. And the head of the screw will be in hexagonal shape, and the square sockets are utilized to remove that screws or nuts. And this one you're all familiar with, screwdriver. One is flat drive and the other one is Phillips. Phillips, you will have a cross tip, and in case of flat drive, you will have a flattened tip. And the other one is chisel. Chisels are normally used to cut or carve the wooden particles, and it also utilized in stone as well as metal also. And it consists of a cutting sharp edge blade on its end and a handle. Then this one also you are very familiar with, the vernier caliper. Normally we are utilizing in measurements. This one also utilized to measure the thickness, height of the object. Then the other one is pipe wrench. This one normally utilized to hold or tighten or loosen the threaded pipe. Normally this pipe wrench is utilized in pipes. Then the other one is step and die set. Here it consists of different parts. The first one is tap wrench. The other one tap. I am saying only the main part. The tap wrench, taps, die wrench, and dies. These are the major parts in tap and die set. Normally, we are utilizing this tap and die set for threading. Say, for example, you want to place a thread or screw in a metal. But you first make a hole using a drill set in metal, and you utilize these taps to form internal cuts. You can see the cuts here. While utilizing the tap wrench, you can hold the upper part of tap and you just insert and rotate it. While rotating, you can have the internal cuts. And in case of dies, these one are utilized to make the external cuts. Say, for example, you want to tie a bolt in one screw or any metallic rod. So you want a thread there in the outer surface of that metallic rod. So these dies are utilized to make such threadings. And I will show you one video, then you can easily understand. Is that visible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We can utilize different types of tabs. See, you can see the cuts on the outer surface of tabs. We can utilize a particular drill bits. That means particular drill bits to make a particular size hold, and corresponding to that hole, is visible now. Okay. I think it's not clear. Video. Okay, now we'll continue the rest. Then the other tool is hand driller. Is my slides are visible now?
Yes, miss.
Hello?
Yes, miss.
Hello?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Then the other tool is hand driller. This one is a manual one. Normally we utilize okay. Normally we utilize this to make a hole from the fasteners. The other one is measuring tape. You all know this one normally used for measuring purpose. The slides are visible. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Then the other tool is Pruner. Okay now? Is that okay? Then measuring tape I already discussed. Then the other tool is hand grinder. Normally grinding, finishing and polishing. Then the other tool is pruner. Pruner normally we are utilize pruning. Pruning means cutting the plants or trees. Normally this one is utilized to prune the hard branches. Then the other tool is wooden plane, and this one normally utilized to flatten or reduce the thickness of a wood surface or any timbers. Then the other one is hand grinders. This one normally used for sharpening purpose. Sharpen the blades and cut the grind steel. Then the other one is box panels. This one is having number of socket wrench and ratchets with different sizes. So based on the size of nuts, we can choose the ratchet and socket, and we can utilize to joint. Then the other tool is metal sheet cutter, and this one is normally utilized to cut the metals in thin or in a sheet form. Then the other one is split level. This one is designed to indicate whether the surface in a level of horizontal or vertical level. You want to adjust this split level between these two lines to make it level, or to make a level plan. Then Allen key, this one I think I already discussed. Then this one normally used for measuring purpose. With varying based on the desired hole, we can choose the size of drill bits. And this one is utilized in drillers to make holes. Okay, then now we'll discuss about some common problems regarding the engine tools. The major one is using the wrong cutting tools, and we are not considering about the safety precautions. Then the next one is poor maintenance of machine tools. This one will lead the poor maintenance will lead to rusting and wean of machine tool fastly, and it will deteriorate fastly, and the shelf life of that particular tool will be decreased. And the other one is inadequate worker skills and training. Then the other problem is power supply problem. Normally, this one occurred in tools utilizing electricity. And that's all of the day. And normally the machine tools are the stationary power driven machine that is used to shape or form the part made of metal or other materials. And the main principle of this process is to provide the relative motion between the cutting tools and workpiece. And we are utilizing machine tools for different functions. You all draw the pictures, and before that I will display the quiz. Just three questions with simple answers. Can you see it? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. And try to answer the quiz because I will consider this quiz as your attendance. These all are simple questions. Just type for your knowledge. Six out of 89, no, 90 participated. Then what about others? Please make it fast. Your screen. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The rest of the images. Okay. Interlock pliers. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, now you start drawing. Once you finish, please let me know. Hello?